Good morning, dear students. I welcome all of you to this presentation. This is a syllabus point of first paper, part B. The title goes like Classical Text Review, Bhava Prakash Nighantu. So the contents of our presentation are introduction, objectives, about the author, about the commentators of Bhava Prakash Nighantu, and publications related to it. Content of the text Bhavaprakash Nighantu, the volumes it contains, the chapters it contains, the uniqueness of this text, or specially the special contributions of Bhavaprakash Nighantu into our Ayurveda. It is followed by summary and then conclusion. In the beginning, we should understand, we should know about the word, what it means. So let us see the slide. Nighantu may be defined as a glossary containing the names of drugs, plants, animals, minerals, or anything that is administered either as food or medicine to the human body. So, a Nighantu in Ayurveda contains the names of the drugs, the properties and actions of these drugs, and their indications in different ailments or diseases. To describe its importance in Ayurveda, our Acharya Sri Narahari Panditji mentioned in his book Raja Nikantu as a physician without the knowledge of a Nikantu, a scholar without the knowledge of grammar, and a soldier without weapons. All these three are left in this world. So from this statement, it is very clear that the knowledge of Nighantu is indispensable for a physician, as it has been rightly mentioned as Nighantuna vina vedyo, vidyana vyakaranam vina, abhyasena vina yoddha, trayo hasyasya bhasanam. That means all three are left word. So without the knowledge of Nighantu, a physician in Ayurveda is not a real physician. So this mentions the importance to know about the Nighantus. We have to study Bhavaprakash Nighantu in this class. So the introduction of it, Bhavaprakash Nighantu has been enumerated as one among the Laghutrayas. As you know, Laghutrayas are Sarangadhar Samhita, Madhav Nidan, and Bhavaprakash. It is the third book which has been mentioned in Laghutrayi, but it is the most popular book, as because it is more practical than other books. The author of Bhavaprakash Nighantu is Bhav Mishra. The Bhavaprakash Nighantu is a bridge between the medieval period and the modern period. There always remains some controversy in between the thoughts and descriptions of medieval period and ancient period with our modern period, as most of them are not applicable. But this book, Bhavaprakash Nighantu, is a bridge between these two, medieval period and modern period. So Bhavaprakash Nighantu has two parts, the Samhita part and then the Nighantu part. As other Samhitas, it contains the Purva Khanda, Madhyam Khanda and Uttar Khanda, and the later part is the Nighantu part, which is important for us. So the objectives of today's class is to know about Bhavaprakash Nighantu, its author, commentator, and uniqueness of the text as per your syllabus. So let us see the author of it. The author of Bhavaprakash Nighantu is Bhava Mishra, whose father's name was Latkan Mishra as there was a tradition not to mention the name of author, regarding author, the place of author. So at the last of the page of Bhavaprakash Nikantu, other commentators of this Bhavaprakash Nikantu, it has been mentioned that iti Mishra Latkan Tanaya Sri Mishra Bhava Virachite Bhava Prakase. This means the author of this book was Bhavaprakash, who was the son of Latkan Mishra. So as the title suggests, he may be a Brahmin who belonged to Varanasi. Some believe that he belonged to Kashi or Gorakhpur area, because the names like Latkan and Bhav Mishra, they are usually found in Kashi region or Gorakhpur region. So from the title and from the name of his father, it has been referred that perhaps he belonged to Varanasi, Kashi or Gorakhpur areas. He has also written another book called Gunaratnamala, which was not published. So to fix the time period, usually a question comes like fixing the time period of a book in Ayurveda. So what we do to know the time period when the book was written or composed, we go through the text, we go through the type of text they have mentioned. So the books which have been followed or references from those books which have been mentioned in this book, that gives us a time point in which the book was composed. So to see into this Bhavaprakash Nikantu, we get that Bhavaprakash Nikantu has followed Madanpal Nikantu. Madanpal Nikantu was written in 1347 AD or in the 13th century. Bhavaprakash Nikantu has also followed some of the points from Sarangadhar Samhita, which was composed in 13th century. So definitely Bhavaprakash was written after 13th century, as he followed Madanpal Nikantu and Sarangadhar Samhita. And next point is, some of the books were written in 17th century who mentioned about our present book Bhavaprakash, or they have taken references from Bhavaprakash. As for example, Yoga Ratnakar, Yoga Tarangini, Lalimbaraj. These three books specially took a reference from Bhavaprakash to enlighten their subject. These three books were written in 17th century. So, Bhavaprakash was written before these books which were written in 17th century. So the starting point was 13th century and the end point was 17th century. These 2 points gives us reference that Bhavaprakash was written in between 13 to 17. Then while going through the book, we get Bhavmishra included Firanga Roga. Firanga Roga means syphilis, which is a STD which is still prevailing in today's world. Bhavmishra mentioned Firanga Roga or syphilis, which was introduced in India by Portuguese and Europeans. They brought this disease to India. So the time of invasion of Portuguese and Europeans was 15th century. So considering these 3 points, we have concluded that Bhavmishra was between 15th to 17th century. So let us see the commentators of this Bhavaprakash. We see no Sanskrit commentary on Bhavaprakash. Pandit Shiva Sharma has written Shiva Prakashika, which is in Hindi, that was published by Sri Venkateswara Press from Bombay. Dr. Vishwanath Dwivedi ji also has written one commentary in Hindi in the same name, Bhavaprakash Nighontu, with commentary of Dr. Vishwanath Dwivedi. Third one was written by Dr. K.C. Sunegar sir, which was published by Chokhamba Vidya Bhavan, Varanasi. That is also a Hindi commentary. So usually we get 3 commentaries on Bhavaprakash. The publications of Bhavaprakash Nighontu. The first one is Bhavaprakash Nighontu with Shune Kartika, which was edited by Dr. Ganga Sahai Pandey in Hindi. That was published by Chokhamba Bharati Academy from Varanasi. Then another book available, the title goes like Bhavaprakash Nighontu, which was edited by Amritpal Singh. It is published in English, Chokhamba Orientalia from Delhi. Both these books can be referred. They have mentioned the topics in a nice manner that is understandable to our students. The manuscripts. The manuscripts, that means those original texts. We have 2 original texts presently available in one or the other countries. As because during the invasions, people took our manuscripts, as you know. So the first manuscript which is available, it is found in Germany. According to Julius Joly, the manuscript dates back to 1558 AD, that is there in Germany. The second one, which dates back to 1665 AD, and the manuscript itself mentions it's Samvatsara 1722. This is the oldest as per Professor Prevat Sharma sir, that is available in our Oriental Library of Jammu. So these 2 manuscripts are still available to us. While reading the manuscripts, we should be very careful because the pages are very much fragile. Once we can go to Jammu and have a look on this nice book. So let us see the contents of Bhavaprakash Nighontu. It has 23 varga, that means 23 groups of drugs. Then it has 426 drugs in total, both combining medicines as well as food materials. It has followed Madanpal Nighontu. There is no specific classification of varga that has been noted in this Bhavaprakash Nighontu. This means, as mentioned in Susur Samhita, Charak Samhita, and Astanga Sangraha or Astanga Hridaya, Ahara Vargas in a separate way, Aushadha Vargas in a separate way. But in our Bhavaprakash Nighontu, all these